Okay, so let's look at the video section first. So we have the 12 different units. Do you know which one that you want them to work on, or do you want to go through that together and kind of choose some?
I guess we'll go through the unit step by step. I want to just go ahead and go through each stages,
Okay.
because they're going through the first time. Everybody going through it together. I guess I can go over the units together with them step by step.
Okay. So and you could do, obviously all 12 would be a lot to try to get through, but you could do one a day.
Okay.
Um, let's look at under the confidence one, you have the confidence written lessons. And
Right.
this would be the nice thing to print out for them. So you just open that, and this gives them the step by step how to do the activity. And
Okay.
what might be a good leader, since this is for the students who are trying to do the leadership part, learning how to lead, it might be a good idea to give them the written information, say with a partner or two, and then before they watch the video, to see how well, you know, they read it and they understood how to do the activity, they understood the key points of what they were trying to teach. So they're not just doing it themselves, but they're also looking at it from, if I was leading this activity, how would I do it?
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
then you could say, okay, everybody, here's a copy of lesson number 1. Work with your partner, and then I would, give them 5 to 10 minutes to look at it and see if they understand it. Then I would show the whole class the video that goes with this, and to see how close they were,
Okay.
see how well they understood it. And then they could practice doing the activity. So you kind of get 2 for 1. They get to work on working with a partner, understanding directions, learning how to, be a leader, and then also go through the activity themselves, practicing it. So,
Okay.
and if you did one a day, I mean, that would take you easy 15 minutes per lesson, so that's an hour of your training
Okay.
going through. But I mean, I wouldn't think that less than 15 minutes would be good, but you could certainly do more than 15 minutes.
Yeah. I set aside 1 hour. I asked them to come
Mhm.
between 3 and 4 and
Gotcha.
come in for leadership training. And then, I can fill in some of the other things in the beginning of the class
Sure.
regarding the warm ups, how to talk, how to stand confident, how to deliver the, speaking aspect of it. We can practice that, and then we can go into the half an hour or so. We can just practice this each session, let them go through it, and, let them rotate around, each person go through it.
Mhm. Yeah,
And
no,
then,
that'd be great. Yeah, so you can, just do one unit a day or half a unit a day, just depends on how much time you have. But that's the handouts that you could give them, would be
okay.
that. Let's look at the instructor training and see if there's something in there that we could add. So you have started them on the level 1,
Yeah.
and they have so the level 1 manual has everything in it, and then this class planner, that's for you, how to do the activities, and then they have a test,
Okay.
and that's optional. If you want to give them a test, you may want
Sure.
to give it to them at the end of the week. So in the manual, level 1, you could print this out for them,
Okay.
give it to them ahead of time.
Sure.
And let's see where you went. This is just kind of how you're supposed to present yourself, how, how you're supposed to dress, how you're supposed to act outside of the academy, that sort of thing, which I like to start them off with that, expectations.
Sure.
And this very beginning, teaching skills, have you done this setting a goal with the students?
Not yet.
Not yet. So this would be a great place to start. So in here, you could print, you can print the whole thing for them, or you can just print this page, but you've got 3 things to work on beginning teaching. And this really could take up your whole week.
Okay.
You, especially with the age group you're working with, repeating, just like their
Yep.
form. So this first one, you have 3 topics here. You've got the setting goals, find, acknowledge, reward, and then positive correction. So we have the first thing is how to tell your students what I'm going to teach you today and what I expect. Number 2 is rewarding students who are doing that, and give some examples here, high five, thumbs up, highlighting them. And then the third part is how to correct them in a positive way. So I know you had mentioned before that was one of the things you were working with them on, is correcting in a positive way.
Right.
So this is the part that the student gets. They get this manual. Let's go back and look about the part that you can use. So still under level 1, the class planners. So this is where, this is for you. It gives you the written activities. This is just kind
Right.
of
Okay.
how you would break it down. And then for that setting a goal, this gives you the activity you can do to teach them how to do that, which is
Okay.
one lesson of the day. I usually just do one of these at a time in a class. And then day 2 would be, explaining and demonstrating the goal. And like we had talked about before, how to do positive correction. But all of your activities, plan them. It's written out that way that you have your lesson. These, I'm trying to speak. My mouth's going slower than my brain. Your lesson plans are already written out for you right here.
Okay.
All right. So that's my hope, is that you can have a session like you're gonna do. Pick this up, teach something that will
Yeah.
really move your students forward.
Gotta let the dog out. She wants to go potty.
Gotcha. You definitely have to let her out.
Yours.
House training is you have to be very consistent.
Yeah. She like to play in mud puddle.
Oh man, did you guys have that rain yesterday?
Not as bad as you guys did. I heard Tennessee got tornado. We got some wind. We thought we were going to get a lot of rain, but it didn't rain that much. We kind of like bypassed it, I guess. We're lucky out.
Yeah, we just got rain upon rain upon rain. It was
Oh
just,
gosh.
I've got a pond in my backyard.
Oh no.
So hopefully this will help you have your video units where they're learning how to teach them, and
Okay.
that's the, it's fun for them, but it also helps them with one of the hardest things I think to teach sometimes is charisma, getting
Yeah.
people to feel confident out in front and just be themselves. So the activities really help draw out those older teens, on how to get up in front and not be shy or afraid to be silly for the kids.
Right.
But so you kind of have 2 things. You have the junior portion with the videos where they can learn how to do those activities and also do those activities. And then you have the classwork for the where they're actually learning how to teach, and that's your level 1. And I would definitely just start right here. You can print off the manual for them, and then you
Yeah,
have your class planners. And then if you want, there's also the written test that you can give
right.
them. And the written
Okay,
test, let's just take a look at that real quick. The written test is mostly fill in the blank. So you may, depending on your group and how much time you have, a lot of the times I give them the manual about, a couple of weeks before the seminar, and I'll say, study this, there's going to be a test.
okay,
And then at the end, I give them the test. But it's fill in the blank. So it's not easy, but I want to make sure they memorize the things that are important. And then you can have them just do a portion of the test. Like here's this, what we just talked about was the setting goals. If you want to just print off this page and just do a 1-page test,
okay.
you can do that. You don't have to have them do the entire manual.
I see.
But it provides some accountability. And
Sure.
quite honestly, I find that you have I always test them on 3 things. I test them on their knowledge and skill of curriculum. I test them on how well they grasp the level that they're supposed to be at as far as teaching. Are they setting a goal? Are they looking for students who are doing it right? Are they correcting people who are doing it wrong? That's pertaining to this lesson. So, and then thirdly, I make them do a written portion because um, I know for a fact that they can't pass this without reading it and without studying it. And then it
Right.
becomes something you can always relate to, So at the end of the week or at the end of each day, you can have them do a physical skill. They have to teach something, and then maybe they have some written test at the end of the week or something. And that way you really start to see those students who, one, take it seriously. And I find that it gives everybody a chance to shine, because you
Okay.
may have that person that's not, they're still a little shy teaching, but they make 100 on the written test. So it's not just one thing that makes you a good teacher, it's all these things. And it can give that kid some real confidence. Or you
Sure.
have that kid that's a natural, but they don't study, and then they realize, my instructor is taking this more seriously than I may have thought. I need to, put the work in.
Yeah.
I can't wait to hear how it goes. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun.
I can't wait either.
Uh, well, any other things I can help you with before we go?
I guess that's it for now. Just gotta start getting organized. My thoughts as to what I'm gonna cover. I have to plan it out for
Uh,
each day and then see how it goes. And I get to, if I need to modify as things go along, then I have to change it up a little bit.
right, and it depends. So much depends on who are the people in front of you. How
Right.
slow you have to go, how fast can you go. But
Did you get a chance to send me that the
I
certificate?
I am so glad you mentioned that. I did not.
Okay.
So that was the certificate if they pass this
The
level of,
sessions.
yeah, okay. All right, thank you for reminding me of that. I heard my daughter just walked in, so she's the one who handles all that for me, so I'll get her to get that to you right away. So
That's good
thank
that your family working together is not easy sometimes.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we've figured some things out over the years where as long as all of us stay in our own lane, we do
Yeah.
okay. We don't try to bump into what other person's supposed to do. So, but we'll meet again Monday.